Fala, Zé da Manga. Argentino. Fresco. E aí, tranquilos? Tranquilos, tranquilão? Tranquilito? Manito. Fresquito. Ajeitar aqui o bagulho sete aqui, mano. Carvalho mesmo, viu, bicho? La concha de tu madre. Qual mesmo? Zé da Manga? Ah não, velho. Perdi o bagulho aqui, velho. Pô, perdi todos os meus bagulhos, velho. Meus memes tudinho, velho. Porra. Tem que baixar de novo pra colocar. Puta que pariu, velho. Captura de jogo nunca funciona, né, bicho? Essa porcaria de captura de jogo nunca funciona, velho. A tomar no... Olha. Vamos ver se é otimizada essa porra também, né, velho? Achar que deixa uns 40%. Ah, Zé da Manga. Pra que persegue? Pra que persegue? Pra quê? Bom, não tá reconhecendo meu controle, essa olha. Não reconheceu meu controle. Meu controle original da Shopee. Pra nós jogar com viado? Eu não jogo com viado. Não reconheceu. Olha, bicho, eu vou ser sincero pra você, bicho. Controle desconectado. Ah, agora que conheceu. Vou jogar de controle aqui, daí se não der, eu vou pro extremo. Normal, extremo, um Dead Nightmare. Eu tomei banho ainda não. Ah, tomei sim, tomei cedo que eu fiz a barba. Fala, coração. O que aconteceu que você tá triste, bebê? Não vê porra nenhuma, mano. Tô puto aqui, velho. Não foi você, foi o extremo que eu devia fazer. Aviso. Agora já foi. Perdi o HD, velho. É foda, mano. Do nada ele parou de funcionar. Do nada. Tu sabe o que é do nada? Do nada. Não sei se dá pra você ver aí o Gogeta. Deitado aqui no cantinho, aqui, ó. O gordinho. Gordo? Um pouco. Rockstar. E os caras lançou o jogo depois que a galera lá traduziu, né, mano? Fez o trampo de traduzir lá. Ah, os filhos da puta falou, agora nós vai lançar o Red Dead no PC. Finalmente, né? 20 anos praticamente, quase, né? 14 anos, se eu não me engano. Chegou no PC. Por que não lançou essa porra lá atrás, velho?
Well, I, for one, am grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
Na verdade não é preguiça, né, Gogeta? É que eles não quiseram lançar mesmo.
But Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? That hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they lived like animals, but they're happier now.
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently, the Johns family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other. And who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
Armadillo. Como assim adicionar legenda? Fazer legenda, mano? Tipo, instalar uma legenda, você fala? Aí tem que programar, mano. Qual que é a fonte original do jogo, mano? No, tá rodando bem, ó. Ui, gostoso. Chupa, Switch. Nunca terá um gráfico desse aqui, mano. Ó. Caralho. Tentando, velho. Tá puto já mexendo aqui nos bagulho aqui, mano. Bora ali tomar uma. É, meu senhor, hein? Acabou com o estoque aí, foi? Ó. O pai do argentino é foda, mano. O que? Que HD? Tô com um HD só, mano.
You must be John Marston.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends, but pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front.
Ter corrompido, mano. Corrompeu já era. Que bosta, velho. Tentei fazer a limpeza, tentei formatar, não vai de jeito nenhum. Monte no seu cavalo.
Is that right? Take it
Olha o Pocotó.
Ain't no point in causing a ruckus.
Go!
Ah, meu filho, acelera esse negócio aí. Ah, meu senhor, você não vai fazer eu voltar aí, né? Puta que pariu, velho.
So it's Fort Mercy you want to visit? We're never gonna get to the port if you keep riding off like that.
Ih, agora acelerou, velho.
Ain't taking nobody up to the fort in a long time. Strange place for a decent fella to want to
É igual do
visit,
GTA.
if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. What kinds of soldiers around back then?
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is. So what are you doing up at the fort?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Well, like I said, you ain't gonna find many folk around those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as no three to back to. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but...
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time.
Are you planning on spending any time in Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like Thieves Landing. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hold up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all?
É o Pocotó. Estação.
Yeah. So it was the marshal who hired me. Lee Johnson, do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guide. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
You ain't very talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you better off not knowing.
I'll tell you, Mr. Marston, those coyotes eat better than I do. Almost there, Mr. Marston, just over this hill.
Pocotó, Pocotó, Pocotó.
Gee up.
Whoa, whoa.
Cheguemos.
Listen, mister. This here is what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
Estás rindo do que, meu querido? Deixa essa merda aqui, velho. Deixa eu ajeitar essa porra, velho. Meu Deus. Agora foi. Aí, agora baixou demais, caralho. Lucas. Pô, tá pegando a luz agora. Ô, merda, velho. Na moral, velho. Puta que pariu. Pisa no freio, Zé. Vamos lá. Vou acionar ele aqui. Aí, garoto. Fica aí. Levanta, filho do eco. Bom dia. Abra a porta, mariquinha.
Bill, I've come for you.
Bora, Bill.
Bill Williamson. Come out here right now.
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me. You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge! No more Dutch! And no more you. Implores. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well,
Ih,
Poor John.
Os urubu já tá de olho. Novos amigos, velhos problemas.
Well, you're alive.
Yeah.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
Tudo isso?
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarland. Miss Bonnie McFarland.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarland. I don't know.
So what were you doing?
Was trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later? Help me patrol the perimeter. You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you for saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
E vapo. Vá até a Bonnie. A Bonnie aparece como bolinha azul. E pra mirar. Ah, pra mirar tá de boa, eu acho.
Mr. Marston, back in the land of the living, I see.
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
I sure can use an extra pair of hands around here. Let's see if we can get you back in the saddle. There's the foreman's office. It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarland.
I picked out a fine horse for you. Yeah!
Hello.
Come on, then. I'll show you around the property. To your right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
This one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase. That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished, bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
Is that such a bad thing?
Change is only good when it makes things better. Come on, boy. That's the barn over there. Paul built it himself when I was just a little girl. And here we are, back at the house. Let's stop for a while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaints from me, Miss McFarland.
What are you waiting for? Come on, I don't fight.
O jeito de correr do boneco, velho.
How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot, then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Mr. Marston,
Miss McFarland.
remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do?
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful at around this time. Come on, then. Let's mount up and take a look around. Right, follow me. Keep your eyes peeled for anything suspicious.
Beleza.
Thank you, Mr. Marston. I feel a lot happier someone's along with me.
I feel a lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger itch and my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team.
Eu sei que eu sou. Bora, minha filha. Esse jeito vai levar um dia inteiro aí pra poder chegar no bagulho, velho.
I don't believe it. Those damn rabbits are back. Give me a hand with them, will you?
Matar coelho?
Get your rifle out. It's about time these little thieves met their
Ah, o Tuei, mata Tuei.
Nice shooting.
Ah, porra.
Good shot.
Ó o perna longa, mata o perna longa. Pô, por que matar os bichinhos, velho?
We got one.
Peguei. Coitado dos bichos.
Thank you, Mr. Marston. Looks like we'll be having rabbit stew tomorrow. Now back up.
Peraí, já foi? Não, pô, mata os bichinhos não.
Let's get going. We've still got plenty of ground to cover.
Come on!
Giddy up! If it's not
Ai,
the rustlers
dog,
stealing our
dog,
cattle,
não.
it's the rabbits stealing our crops.
It ain't never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to a big city. Become a lady of leisure.
Was that a coyote? Get those pests before they scare the livestock.
Come on!
Meu, Toyote, o Toyote.
Nice shot.
Pai é bom, pô. Pai é bom. Pai é bom. Tem mais? Cadê?
Come on, they're headed for the chicken.
Eita, que monte, velho. Errou. Foi nada, pai. Se jogou. Aqui, velho. Ah, roubou as galinhas, mano. Roubou as galinhas, João.
You know, you can actually handle a rifle.
It's something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarland.
Acabou? Acabou?
This is you, Mr. Marston. Thank you for your help, Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get some sleep and I will see you in the morning.
Good night, Miss McFarland.
GTA do Faroeste. Tem certeza? Trocar traje? O que tem traje? Nope. Nope, 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 nope. As pessoas olhosas sobre os saidores. Tem que ir lá no B. Pedras no caminho.
Oh, Mr. Marston. How are you doing today?
I'm well, Miss McFarland. Thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm fine, thank you. So, how are your ribs?
Fine. A little sore, but apart from a couple extra scars, it'll be as nothing happened.
Good. Come in, come in. You know, you never did tell me how you met that Bill Williamson or what you wanted from him.
No, miss, I did not.
Well, why not, if you don't mind me asking?
I certainly don't mind you asking if you don't mind me not telling. See, it's a complicated and somewhat pathetic tale, and by telling you, not only will I be putting your life in danger, but also threatening the lives of some people that I hold very dear.
Well, I apologize if I seem to be prying.
And I apologize for my reticence. Hope you believe me when I say that it's simply out of respect for you.
Of course, Mr. Marston. I understand that a city dweller such as yourself likes to have some exotic secrets, so us country folk are impressed.
I'm no city man, miss.
Yeah, but I saw you get on the train at Blackwater. You with those gentlemen in bowler hats?
I'm still no city man.
But I'll bet you can't ride, Mr. Marston.
I hate to take money from a lady, miss.
Oh, you won't be. I'll race you right now.
If it makes you happy.
We'll see. All right, I'll show you how we ride around these parts. Whoa there. On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, go! I trust you're not gonna be a gentleman about this!
You don't know me at all, Miss McFarland.
Caralho, cavalo não corre não, velho. Porra, a mulher já disparou lá na frente já.
Let's go.
Ah, tem que apertar, velho. Eita, filha da puta.
Let's go.
Puta que pariu.
Come on. Come on.
Caralho, a mulher tá com carro, velho. Não tá com cavalo não, mas sumiu, mano.
Yeah. Yeah. Go. Easy.
Rapaz, tomei um baile da mulher, velho.
That was fun.
Sure.
You know, you should
Ah, deixei ela ganhar.
visit Armadillo sometime. I'm sure he could help you deal with that nice Mr. Williamson.
Yeah, I might just do that, Miss McFarland.
You do whatever you think's best, Mr. Marston. Ah, Mr. Marston, how are you?
Good, Miss McFarland. How are you?
I'm well. Would you mind riding with me to Armadillo? I've got to get some supplies and I could do with the company.
Of course.
You can take the reins. It wouldn't do for a terrifying bounty hunter such as yourself to be seen driven around by a woman. Take the reins, Mr. Marston. You're looking much better, considering you were almost buzzard food a couple days ago.
I have you to thank for that, miss.
So do tell me, have you needlessly risked your life since we last spoke?
No, miss, I have not.
Well, that's a relief. Perhaps there's hope for you yet.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Oh, there's always hope, Mr. Marston. You can't be a rancher in this kind of country if you don't believe that.
An admirable attitude, miss.
I suppose so. I can't think of any other way to stay sane, to be frank. What about you? Have you ever given up hope altogether?
Hope hasn't really entered into it. It's not really something I think about.
A peculiar outlook. I can't really say I understand you.
I can't always say I do either.
Oh, don't be so deliberately enigmatic.
I'm not, miss.
Yes, you are. You are being deliberately obscure as a substitute for having a personality.
I just know there are two theories to arguing with women, and neither one works.
I'm not even going to dignify that gibberish with a response. How are you today? I think it's kind of funny I found you dying on the side of the road and now you're driving me into town.
You have a strange sense of humor.
Well, you must admit, it's an unusual start to a friendship.
I didn't realize we were friends, Miss McFarland.
Oh, please. Now who's being funny? Listen, I know that business with Williamson is your business, but I don't know. You've been good to us, and I don't think you're a bad man. A little stupid, perhaps, but not rotten. I just worry about you gallivanting around these parts like you're some kind of deranged bounty hunter. Like Paul always says, don't go waking snakes.
I appreciate your concern for us lesser mortals, Miss McFarland. I really do. And if there was any other way out, I'd take it. I can assure you of that.
Ô, louco, tio. Calma, compadre.
Tell me where you live.
I have a small holding up in Great Plains.
A farmer? Yeah, and I'm the Queen of England. And at what point during your day of hunting down outlaws do you find time to raise chickens?
Only been at it 3 years or so. I guess I'm kind of new to it.
You're telling me? So who's looking after this farm of yours right now?
Uncle. Well, he's not my uncle, as far as I know. Just an old dog who's as lazy as a lizard on a hot day. The kind of fella laboring under the delusion that age brings wisdom.
Sounds like the perfect person to leave in charge of your entire livelihood.
We go way back, and I didn't have a lot of choice.
I'd be getting back there if I was you.
That's what I'm trying to do, miss.
Como é que freia os cavalos, velho?
I don't know if this wagon can handle driving cross country like this. So this is Armadillo. Manhattan it is not, but it does okay for us. Most important thing for you right now is getting yourself into Dr. Johnson's office to purchase some medicine. The first one's on me.
Thank you, miss. I'll pay you back.
I'm sure you shall. The doc's a good fellow. He saved your life, so be polite to him. Meet me in front of the general store when you're done.
What's going on?
Pra remédio.
I chased that fella all the way to Mexico. You little bastard. How can I help you? Is that so?
Hey, partner.
I got stock of them electric belts if you need to lose weight. So much to buy in this town. Finally come to get that bullet out your leg.
Thank you very much.
Put it this way, the wife won't be answering back anytime soon.
Thank you very muito. Oh, dog.
Well, thanks for driving me. It was nice to be able to enjoy the view for once, and a little company never hurts now and again.
You're more than welcome, miss. Least I can do. Thank you for the medicine.
Why don't you have a look around Armadillo? You can always take the stagecoach back to the ranch later.
I might just do that. Travel safely, miss.
Try not to get yourself shot. I won't be around to save you this time.
If they wouldn't arrest me for it, I'd torch that train station.
Salvando.
We live in times of great change. And most of them are not fair.
Poker, não sei jogar poker.
Can't wait for Pops to arrive.
I've heard that. That kind of thing don't concern me.
Let's go. I hope you got some iodine handy.
I sure hope the federal takes over so I can...
Porra, não dá pra comprar, bicho.
Do you want to make a lady very happy?
I'm afraid I'm married.
Não tenho dinheiro. Parecendo eu na vida real. Lascado.
You want to dance, Clement?
Agora eu tenho que fazer, mano. Pra onde é que eu vou? Apareceu o M ali.
Hey, you, Cincinnati guy, come over here.
Pronto, lá vem. Quer ver?
You a tough guy, mister? I hope so. We gonna have a showdown.
Manacu, vai.
Excuse me.
Hey, hey, you got a visitor.
Shut up, you! And what you want?
My name's John Marston. You wanted to speak to me.
I did?
Apparently so.
Why?
I guess because we're both in the business of the law.
You that fella from the train company?
No, I'm from Fort Mercer.
Fort Mercer? You them, one of them Williamson boys.
Calm down.
Go on, shoot him, mister. Shoot him.
Come, what, you getting kicked with me, boy?
What's going on here?
I got me one of them Williamson boys.
I got me one of them idiots who give marshals a bad name.
Jonah, put your gun down. You must be the man from Blackwater.
Yes, sir. Listen, that dog ain't too bright, but he seems loyal.
Jonah, get out of here for a minute.
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson, sir.
Caralho, irmão, procura um médico, velho. Cuspição da porra, mano.
You're hide around here, friend.
I think there's some school children down the way you can go and frighten.
Oh, hardy fucking har. Dickhead.
What are you doing here, Mr. Marston? Apart from frightening my deputies.
I'm here to capture or kill Bill Williamson.
Okay.
Can you help me?
He's outside my jurisdiction. He's in the next county. Of course, Bill Williamson and his boys have tended to keep themselves away from my town.
So you're happy to have him out there?
Well, I ain't happy, but I also ain't suicidal. My job is to keep this town safe, not clean up all of these 3 counties. It's hard enough around here.
You know, I hear you speak, and suddenly I'm reminded of how some of the people I respected most in my life had a problem with authority. What's wrong with you?
Well, I'm sure you and your fine friends have enjoyed spending your time running around pursuing noble causes. My cause is to keep this town from turning into a living hell for the folks who live here. Whole world has problems, mister, and I'm here doing what I can.
Why? What's happening?
Right now, I got the railway, the people who pay my salary, trying to get me to turn a blind eye to them burning down settlements up there. I got a bunch of cattle rustlers out near Box Canyon needs shutting down. Not forgetting the gang that keeps murdering homesteaders out in the back country. And I got a bunch of hoods over in the saloon, drunk, threatening to shoot up the whole town. That's all I got today. But it's early yet. Give me a couple more days. There'll be more.
All right, tell you what. Let's go deal with them hoods in the saloon. Then we'll discuss Williamson.
Okay, boy. You're a persistent little cuss, ain't you?
Only when things matter.
Let's head over to the saloon.
Acompanhe o delegado até o salão.
So who we looking for?
A bunch of two-bit hoodlums, led by this fella called Walt. Goddamn road agents who prey on the stages coming in and out of town. Drivers in Armadillo spend more time with their hands in the air than on the reins these days.
And you're happy to let them drink in your saloon?
Happy? No. The way I figure it, better they're carousing in there than out robbing decent folks.
That's an interesting approach to law enforcement.
I do what I can, Mr. Marston. We ain't the government.
There's the dumb rat bastard now. Let's follow him. See what kind of hole he crawls into.
Let's go, Marston. I've been after that son of a bitch for months. God damn it.
Totó, cadê o Totó? Pocotó, cadê o Pocotó?
Whoa there.
Yeah! If Walton's as bad as you say he is, why don't we just beef him now while we got the chance?
Because that ain't how the law works.
Is that right, Marshal?
And alive, he can still talk.
Doesn't sound like he's a man to be reasoned with.
He ain't. But a few days of my hospitality and he'll be telling me what I need to know. Walton's gang's been growing fast.
Outlawing's easy money for easy work.
Cholla Springs, Gap Tooth Ridge, these boys get around. Walton's the start, but there's plenty more where he came from. Let's stop so we can get a better look.
Looks like we got company, boys.
Damn. Take cover. We'll work our way up this hill.
Over here, pussyfoot.
Marston, I got you covered. Move up to that wagon. Marston, take that bastard behind the crate.
You're outnumbered, Marshal.
Caralho, velho.
You have a word.
Tomei na cu.
Take cover behind that wagon to your right.
Bota a cara aí, filha da puta. Toma, seu corno.
You ain't taking me alive.
Get to that crate. I got you covered. Take that fella behind the rock, boy. Yeah. I'll teach you some respect. There's another one behind the outhouse, boy.
Acertei, miserável.
Is that the best you can do, old man? Sit or get up!
This don't look good.
Good. Now move up to the outhouse, Marston. You ain't getting away this time. Give it to 12. Stay with me. I got fighting games in. You hear me?
These are getting closer.
Iu.
Ain't no need to die, friend.
Tem mais gente ainda? Eita, caralho.
I want that bastard in front of a judge. It has been a pleasure, Marshal.
Cadê o miserável? Matei.
Not a bad shot, Mr. Marston. Why don't you check in with me next time you're in town?
I don't want to be no policeman, Marshal.
Nor did I, my friend. I can promise you that. I'll see you soon, Mr. Marston.
Come on. Yeah.
Pô, alguém viu então, velho? Tudo isso. Oxe. Não deu pra ler. Arma atrás. Vou voltar pra lá.
Go! Let's go! Come on! Come on!
Eita, caralho. Aí fui me meter no bagulho dos outros, tomei no cu. Aí, ó.
Hello.
Não tem coisas aqui. Vamos no B de novo. Pior que é, bicho. Bora. Bugou o controle. Não faz isso não, pai.
Mr. Marston, I've been hearing about your plans.
Have you, Miss McFarland?
Yes, from Lee Johnson, to settle here and build a life for yourself.
I'm afraid those aren't my plans. See, I already have a life. Well, I had one, and I'm trying to reclaim it. Or maybe what you could say is that I had two, and I'm trying to end one of them so the other can survive.
You do so love to talk in riddles, Mr. Marston. Do you do that, I wonder, as a substitute for having anything interesting to say?
Probably, Miss McFarland.
Oh, call me Bonnie, you fool. Call me Bonnie.
Miss McFarland, I'm married. I have a son. I had a daughter, but she died. Years before that, I rode in a gang. We robbed banks, trains, held people ransom. We killed people we didn't like. Bill Williamson was in that gang. Now, if I don't capture my former brother in arms, great harm will befall my family. Now, I don't suppose any of this is very interesting to you, but I hope it explains why I wasn't so eager to talk about it.
No, I do understand. I had no idea. You poor man.
Even in this new country, memories don't really fade. My father was an illiterate Scot born on the boat into New York. He never saw his homeland, but to hear him talk about it, you'd imagine he only ever ate haggis and wore a kilt. And he hated the English for what they had done to his great-grandparents that he'd never met. People don't forget. Nothing gets forgiven.
That's true. Especially when it comes to money. And you know, even now, after all his labors, my father's debts are still terrible. I worry every day about us losing the ranch. It would kill him.
My father died when I was 8 years old. His eyes were, well, let's just say he was blinded in a bar fight south of Chicago. My mother died during childbirth. She was a prostitute and he was her, well, I don't know what he was. So I was sent off to an orphanage and ran away and fell in with a gang.
My word. What a difficult life you've lived.
The leader of the gang taught me how to read, taught me how to see all that was good in the world. He was a great man in a way.
But you killed people.
Sure. And I've suffered for it. And that's the life I left, or tried to leave. Said too much, Bonnie. I'm an uneducated killer, sent here to do all I can do well. Kill a man in cold blood so that another man may do his part to cut crime in an area, and a rich man can be elected governor on the back of these promises.
Civilization is a truly beautiful thing, Mr. Marston. Listen, can you help me?
Well, I can try. What do you need, money?
No, nothing so complicated. I need an extra hand to take out the herd to pasture.
Sure. Point me in the right direction.
Are you ready to learn how to herd some cows? Gee up! Thank you for telling me all that back there. It must have been hard for you.
Hope you understand now why I've been playing my cards somewhat close to my chest.
I didn't know you had a wife and child. Then again, I don't think I ever asked. They're lucky to have a man like you.
I ain't so sure about that, but thank you.
Hello, mister.
How are you, Miss McFarland?
Yeah!
He's got it! Stay behind him, Mr. Marston. Nice job, Mr. Marston. Come on!
Herd the cows down the road!
Eita, caralho, matou o cara, velho. Ei, te conta aí, mano.
Come on, again, senor. Look at the cowboy. I see you. Come on, you dumb heifers. Bien hecho.
Let's go!
Keep going, Mr. Marston. He's just showing off now.
Good! Now we need to move this entire herd out to the far pasture for grazing. Keep sweeping behind them. That way they'll stay together.
Watch for the runner. Keep them moving.
Come on!
Doing great, Mr. Marston. Seal it down, Mr. Marston. Get that herd together now. Seal it down.
You're not bad with the herd. Ranching might be your true calling, Mr. Marston. Either that or you were a cow in a past life.
Thank you, Miss McFarland.
I'll see you later. I have work to do back at the ranch.
Come on, Annabelle.
Let's go! Come on!
Hello.
Sarga. Onde é que sarga? Salvar.
Howdy. Good evening.
I must tell you, a man walked up to me the other day and he said, well, I don't even know.
Well, hello there.
Daring each other to visit Mescalero. It's so dangerous. But do they listen?
How are you, friend?
I hope you see some.
Mapa de sobrevivente. 25 pila, velho. Descampado. Óleo de cobra lá, ele. Munição, munição.
Thanks a lot.
Valeu, não quer nada não, velho.
¿Cómo estás?
Deixa eu fazer o seguinte, vou parar por aqui, por aqui. Amanhã eu continuo, velho. Tá me dando um sono, velho. Vou deitar, vou mimir um pouquinho. Sabadão, né? Amanhã eu continuo. Domingão eu continuo. Fechou? Bye, bye.